Once upon a time, in a kingdom of marble towers and golden banners, a prince stood upon his moonlit balcony. His name was Alaric, tall and proud, with eyes that carried both strength and loneliness. The stars watched him as though they too felt the weight of his crown. Far below, in the quiet village, lived Clara, a girl with chestnut hair, soft hazel eyes, and a voice that could calm storms. She was a baker's daughter, her days filled with flour, laughter, and dreams, far too large for her humble world. That night, as Clara sang by the castle walls, her voice drifted upward, caught by the wind. Prince Alaric leaned forward, entranced. And in that single glance, eyes meeting across stone and shadow, both their lives began to change. Days passed, nights returned, and always the prince sought the balcony. And always Clara found herself beneath it. Their words began as whispers of curiosity. "Do you sing every night?" Alaric asked. "Do you watch every night?" Clara teased. What began as chance became ritual, and ritual became love. But love in kingdoms was never simple. Inside the royal court, King Roland, Alaric's father, announced the prince's engagement to Lady Seraphine, a noblewoman of high birth, beautiful yet cold, with emerald eyes that gleamed like glass. Whispers followed Alaric's hesitation. Whispers became suspicion. Seraphine herself noticed the prince's far-off gaze, his smile reserved for someone unseen. In the village, Clara struggled with doubt. Her friend Marisol, with bright curls and sharp wit, warned her. "He is a prince, Clara. You are a baker's daughter. Do you think the court will let this last?" Clara pressed the silver brooch Alaric had dropped into her hand, her heart torn between joy and fear. Night after night, Alaric taught Clara words of the court, poetry, philosophy, letters written by kings. Clara taught him laughter, the taste of honey bread, and the joy of dancing barefoot in the grass. Their worlds collided, blending into something neither crown nor commoner had ever known. But shadows crept closer. A royal spy followed Alaric one night, hidden among ivy vines. He saw the locket pass between their hands. He saw their lips meet in trembling defiance. And he carried the truth back to the king. King Roland thundered into Alaric's chambers. "A prince does not betray his duty for a girl of flour and dirt," he roared, but Alaric stood tall. "Then strip me of duty, father, for I have found something worth more than any throne." A grand ball was declared to seal Alaric's betrothal to Seraphine. Chandeliers glittered, masks shimmered, music swelled. Yet hidden among the servants, Clara slipped inside. Her heart pounded as she watched Alaric, trapped in gold and velvet, forced to smile beside another. Their eyes met across the floor. For a heartbeat, the world stopped. Their hands brushed, but Seraphine saw everything. Her smile cracked into fury. That night, Alaric rushed to the balcony. Clara was already waiting, tears glistening like stars. "Come with me," he whispered. And so they fled, galloping on stolen horses into the dark forest. Branches tore at their cloaks, hooves thundered like war drums, guards shouted behind them, but love carried them forward. Deep in the woods, they found refuge in a small abandoned cottage. Clara lit a candle. Alaric touched her cheek. "Here, without crowns or duties, we are free." And for a brief moment, they lived as husband and wife in secret. Days of peace, nights of passion. Yet shadows never rest for long. Sir Cedric, Alaric's childhood friend and sworn knight, discovered them. Bound by loyalty, he urged Alaric to return. But when the prince refused, Cedric betrayed him to the king. Soldiers stormed the cottage. Clara clung to Alaric's hand as they were torn apart. She was dragged to the dungeons. He was forced to kneel before the throne. The king demanded a choice: your crown or the girl. Seraphine's eyes glowed with cruel triumph. Clara's voice, trembling but strong, whispered, "Choose the crown, Alaric. Live." But Alaric rose, his voice steady. "No, father, I choose love. I choose her." The hall fell silent. Even Seraphine faltered. The king's fury cracked into sorrow, and for the first time, Roland saw not a boy, but a man. The crown was passed to Seraphine's family, securing the alliance. Alaric and Clara were exiled. Yet together they built a quiet life. Clara healed the sick. Alaric taught children by firelight. And though they had no throne, they had a love that outlived kingdoms. Years passed, their hair silvered, their hands weathered. Yet every night beneath the balcony of their humble cottage, they still whispered secrets to the stars. And the moon, faithful as ever, carried their love across the sky. And so the world learned a truth too often forgotten, that crowns tarnish, thrones crumble, kingdoms fade. But love whispered beneath a balcony, endures beyond all time. And so beneath the silver glow of the moon, their love became a whisper in the night, a promise that no crown nor chain could break. For though kingdoms rise and fall, true love always finds a way to endure. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube and follow if you're watching on Facebook or TikTok. More timeless love stories are waiting for you, only here at Amora Stories.